I'm Chloe Skubis, a lawyer and property law. So what happens when you don't have a will prepared? Well, this is what we lawyers call intestacy. And that doesn't just apply to when you don't draft a will. This could also apply to a will that has been lost, a will that hasn't been signed correctly, and also a will that you created overseas that might have accidentally revoked your Australian will. All these circumstances lead to what we call intestacy. And intestacy is specific laws created by the Queensland government that determines who and how much can be given to your loved ones from your estate proceeds. The first thing to know is who can actually apply to control your money and give it out to whoever the court says. Well, the Queensland Succession Act and Uniform Civil Procedures regulations actually say who has priority in terms of who can actually apply to the court. Now, first priority will always be your spouse, so your husband and wife, your partner, then it goes to the children, then it'll be your parents and siblings, so on and so forth, until there is essentially no direct relatives left. At the last case scenario, the court can decide to appoint anybody who they want, but it will normally be somebody who has accessibility to go to Queensland and administer your assets. But the most important thing is who actually gets the estate proceeds, who will actually get your money once you pass away. Once again, these laws actually dictate who will it be given to. So for example, if you have a spouse but no children, then your spouse will receive the whole of your estate. If you have a spouse and one child, then the spouse will receive $150,000 and all the items that might remain in your home that we call chattels, and also half of your residuary estate, so anything that's left over. The other half is left to your children. And we go through these circumstances depending on your family circumstances. Do you have multiple children? Do you have no spouse but a child? And at a very last case, if there is nobody available, then it will go to the Queensland government. Seems really scary, doesn't it? You don't really have control over what can you administer in your estate. Who does it get given to? And how can you protect yourself if you don't have a good relationship with one of your children? And this is why having a will is so important, so you can dictate what happens to your money after you pass away. So if you're not too sure whether you have a will, or it's been such a long time since you've drafted your will that you need to update it, then feel free to contact the team at